welcome to the Downey Farmstead Restoration project. This is actually a large habitat restoration and floodplain restoration project. We're going to have 3 side channels that connect from the Green River through the project area and then outlet back into the channel. It's really unique because the city's actually done a couple of side channel projects upstream a little ways, but this is the first tri-channel project that we've had. And one of the really interesting things about it is that by having the 3 different side channels, we're actually going to be able to connect to the river at different flow rates. When the river gets really high, there's not really much place for the river to go except for to top its banks. And so in this location in particular, it's going to be able to hold a lot more capacity that it didn't previously used to. So we're going to end up having about 130 acre-feet of floodplain storage. The way I like to think of this project is it's kind of like a rest area for salmon. Right now, without all that natural floodplain habitat that used to be there, the river's kind of like this giant flume. Salmon will swim up it, they'll lay their eggs, they'll hatch, and then the baby salmon, the little tiny fries and everything will kind of just get flushed right out to the sound. And so by having side channel habitats like this, they can kind of take a side route and they can actually go in and get some rest. They can hang out in their hotel for a little bit before they go back down to the river. And that will give them a greater chance of survival when they get out to the sound. Shade's one of the really important factors needed in fish. It helps keep them from overheating, helps provide them with protection, and there's not a lot of it in the lower green just due to human intervention. We're really making a point to plant along the southern bank of this project area as well as the southern bank of the river itself to provide a lot of that shade. So right now we're actually doing some of that planting, and it's actually being done by city crews, and most of the plants you see behind me actually were grown by the city, by city staff. So it's this great benefit of having a resource like that here at the city that will allow for us to do that kind of work, helps reduce costs as well as making sure that the job is done well and it's done right. A good portion of this land was purchased with actually grant dollars, some from the state, some from PSAR, Puget Sound Acquisition Restoration. PSAR is more of a localized grant, focuses more on Puget Sound, where Floodplains by Design is a statewide grant. However, they both come from the state legislator. PSAR, we've received grants for this project in the past. It's supported this type of habitat project for salmonids. Floodplains by Design really focuses on connecting floodplains that were either previously not there or by reconnecting floodplains that were. And this project is actually really perfect for that. It's a floodplain that's been disconnected, and it's this great opportunity. It's right on the main stem of the river. It's got this great opportunity in an area that really needs habitat projects like this. And it's really uniquely located. It's this great intersection of housing and businesses and farming and agriculture and everything kind of smacked into this one location, and it can benefit all of them. We have a number of habitat structures that are actually going to use the logs that we've been stockpiling on site, and we're also going to be able to complete the remaining planting on site. We're requesting the legislator to help us with funding this project to its completion through the capital budget process. Funding from the rest of the project will allow us to complete the remaining excavation and finally connect to the river. It'll be a really exciting step in the right direction. We're this close to being able to complete it, and this final push will help us get to the end.